Hi there, I'm Michael with eTrailer.com. Today we're going to take a quick look at the Kwikee 25 series electric RV steps. As you can see, this is going to provide 3 steps up into your RV, so it'd be easier to get in and out of your RV once you're at your campsite. These are powered steps, so they're automatically going to open when your RV door is opened and then retract when your RV door is closed. That is going to operate based on a sensor that is mounted onto your door. So when the door is closed, it will send the signal to retract those. That sensor is not included in this kit, but if you're replacing steps in your RV, you likely already have that sensor. So the wiring on the steps will just hook up to that and it will use that same sensor again. This does have an integrated 12-volt motor that is going to automatically retract the steps if they were to strike an object. So if you're parked too close to a light post or something like that, as the steps extend out, if they were to hit that obstacle, they'll automatically come back in so there's don't cause any damage. This also has a control unit that's going to connect to that sensor on your RV door. It's also going to allow for an ignition override safety feature. So if you start up your RV, get ready to drive away, the steps will automatically retract in so you don't have to worry about leaving the campsite and driving down the road with your steps hanging open. They'll automatically be brought in as soon as you start that ignition. You can see on the bottom side here, this does have a nice amber incandescent light that's going to help illuminate the steps at nighttime when it's dark. Just to give you a little bit better visual, to make sure that you're stepping on the steps, you're not going to miss a step and potentially cause injury or anything like that. The steps are nice and wide. They're about 24 inches in width and right about just over 11 inches, about 11 1/8 of an inch in depth. And you can see they do have this nice non-slip tread here that's going to give you extra traction as you're climbing in and out. So even if your shoes are muddy or wet, you're not going to have to worry about slipping on the metal surface. It gives you a nice bit of traction there. Just again, for safer entry and exit. You can see they also have this reflective strip here on the front of the step. So again, just a little extra visual cue as to the edge of the step. So as you're climbing down in the dark or coming up in the dark, you'll be able to see where the edge of the step is so that you can make sure that you're getting the steps. Our rise and drop, we're looking at right about 6.5 inches for our step from one step to the other. That's going to be a little bit less than you're probably familiar with. Steps at home, typically about 8 inches of rise and drop, so a little bit more shallow than you're probably used to, but should still feel pretty comfortable for you as you're climbing in and out. These are a nice, sturdy, powder-coated steel construction, so with that steel, they're going to be very strong and durable. It's got a 300-pound weight capacity. With that black powder coat on there, it's going to help resist rust and corrosion, so they'll last a nice long time for you. And these are made here in the USA, so you can trust they're made to the high quality standards that we've come to trust for products that are made here in the US. Now, these are going to be pretty simple to get installed. You can see they do have the pre-drilled bolt holes here on the top of our mounting plate. So you'll just have to line that up with your current system's holes and put the hardware in. The hardware is not included with this set, so you'll have to provide that separately. All the wiring that you'll need with the wiring harness should be very easy to get hooked up to your current wiring. But to make sure that you're getting the right set of steps for you, there are a few measurements that you'll need to focus in on. So the first set of those is your extended height. So from our bottommost point here at our bottom step up to the top of our mounting plate, we're looking at right at about 20 1/8 of an inch. So that's how far out it's going to stick from wherever we have it mounted up. So that's an important measurement to know. When we have them retracted, again, those same measuring points, it's going to be cut down to about 9 5/8 of an inch. So again, make sure that that's going to work for your setup. They're not going to be dragging on the ground or anything like that when they're retracted. The next most important measuring dimensions for you are going to be your mounting plate here. So our overall width of our mounting plate, it's going to be right at just shy of 24 inches, about 23 3/4 of an inch wide by about 11 3/8 of an inch, just over 11 1/4 an inch deep. And then our bolt pattern, you can see we do have lots of different bolt holes here, but our main bolt pattern is going to be right at 22 inches wide by 8 inches deep. Now our overall width is going to be a little bit beyond that 23 3/4 of an inch that our base plate or our mounting plate dimensions are here, just because we have these arms that stick out to the sides there. So we're looking at right about 25.5 inches for our overall width. So you do want to make sure that all those measurements are going to align with your current system so that everything's going to fit properly for you. It's going to work out the way you want it to. I think these are going to be a great option for those of you who are wanting to replace your powered steps for your RV. These are nice sturdy steps, and with that powered functionality, I think you'll be very happy with them. They'll be very easy to use as you're going out to your campsite so that you can enjoy your time outdoors. That's going to complete our look for today. Again, I'm Michael with eTrailer.com. Thanks for watching.